Hey guys, what's up? Crafty Sheep here with a brand new series. As many of you may know, I run a modded roleplay server called Catastrophe. I've been trying to for some time now to share the complex story of that server with you. Due to a serious lack of footage, considering the server's been running for years now, I haven't found a practical way to share it with you. It is my hope that with this new series you can be a part of this ever-evolving story. This is the story of Roland, an old player with a new character. Roland is a former mercenary who just moved into Northtown with an old associate named David, a living scarecrow that delves into the magical arts. Roland has come into town at the time of Easter festivities, which is where we begin his story. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Alright, does God wish to present thine self in front of me to ensure I have followed the rules correctly?
I can do that.
This is the start of the Easter egg hunt in Torch Meadows.
Hello.
Why, hello.
How are you?
Ah, this is my fourth pair of armor.
It's funny. This is your Easter basket if you want to use it.
Ooh, exciting.
These are examples of the Easter eggs. These don't count. But you'll be collecting as many Easter eggs as you can in 5 minutes. Then when you're done, these are the prize barrels. You can pick prizes to turn in your Easter eggs for. Now, if you have a remainder left over, say you get 28 Easter eggs, then you can take the remainder and get one item from the 5 eggs box. So, round up.
Out of curiosity, what's the rest of the stuff in the large Easter basket? Because I'm seeing 22 more.
You can take it out and look at it. It's not a problem.
Oh, there's a decent amount of stuff in here. Chickens, llamas. The hell is jelly?
Jelly is an item in the game that I have modded in.
Incredible.
It's a food item. You can eat it on its own, or you can mix it with toast in a workbench to make jelly toast.
Hmm.
You get toast by putting bread in an oven.
Sounds about right. Alright, what's the rest of what we got in here? Decent amount of things. Surprised the quest points weren't more sought after.
Well, there are only 3 players, so Panda didn't want any quest points, so... Actually, Cheese didn't want any quest points either. There's Historian.
Also really surprised nobody wanted any monster spawners.
Yeah, I was surprised about that too, to be honest.
I think that was like my highest priority if I did get anywhere near it.
Okay, so are you ready?
Let me get an actual timer here. Make sure I don't cheat.
I can set a timer for you if you want. It's up to you.
It's your choice.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead. Since we're here and we're doing it, I'll set the timer for you. So, are you ready?
Hold on just one moment. Let me fix myself.
Okie dokie.
Alright, I think I'm ready to go.
Alrighty. Alexa, and then I'll take you over to
minutes?
the second event, and we'll do that together. And then the
And
rest
go.
of the episode. Man, I should pull it up. Time's up.
Nothing else.
Alexa, stop.
I'm just gonna make my way back. Now that I've gone through so much food. It's so wonderful.
Hey, you're at a significant disadvantage because you can't fly, so.
Look at that
Sorry
egg.
about that.
I can't touch that egg. Yeah.
No. It's gonna be a bitch cleaning up this event. We'll be finding Easter eggs years later.
Huzzah. So what's that come out to there?
5, 10, 15,
32?
5, 10, 15, 20,
37?
25, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 4, 5, 6, 7, 37. Wow.
And I can't fly.
So you can spend 35 out of the regular bins and then you get 1 5 for the remainder.
Alright. Well, for starters, let's bank out that 25, because that's much harder to get than any nether star. Means I still have 5, 10, and 15 left to go.
Yep.
Conduit brew. Isn't that just the effects of conduits?
Yes. So it's water breathing, night vision, that sort of stuff.
Alright. Mending has very little usage for me and my playstyle. If I spawn rabbits and kill rabbits, I am seen as treasonous.
Yeah, I don't recommend that.
So we're just gonna take a bunch of quest points.
Quest points are given out for completing quests or during holiday events. They can be used for permanent buffs, different types of themes in players' quest rooms, and the like. They'll get explained a little bit more in detail further down the line.
Unless there's something else I wanted in this one. That's the wrong box. Yeah, no. Actually, it was in this. And, Alright, I'm content. I assume that to get the quest points, you just throw them on the ground.
You throw it at me and I give it to you. So that would be 6. Let me apply that, and then you're gonna want to make your way to Ashtown for the second event.
Alright, all I know is that that is a monster spawner, and now I gotta get eggs for it. Real question
There's
is
and
what to put in it.
six.
Oh,
You now have 11 quest points.
look at this angel ring. It's just there. Alright, you gonna take this box back?
Yeah, I can take the box.
I figure less important for me to have it.
Yeah. So you need to make your way over to
Yeah.
Ashtown. I mean, I can offer you a free TP if you want, because it's just you and me. But that's up to you.
Well, if not, we're gonna have a very lovely adventure where anybody who views my videos gets to see all these amazing builds built in this world.
That's kind of a good thing.
So does she want to self-advertise, or does she want to speed shit up?
I'm just trying to be helpful. You are going to want to head for the community center.
Oh no, water, my greatest fear. Whatever will I do? Stare at a BW Mart, that sounds like a plan. I think community center was this direction. Time to follow the sheep. It will lead me to the.
No, don't follow the sheep.
This will lead me to the community center eventually. It's the motel. Community center should be this way. This town is big. I don't come here often enough.
It is big. But the community center is also big, so.
Although the view of Ashtown from the ground is rather spectacular, for time's sake, let's skip the part where he's lost trying to find the community center.
The only thing I can easily find here is a radio tower. Oh, looks like the bridge is out.
There's a button on the side.
Oh well, it's just time to go around it. You don't have G.
Alright, over here. Roland. Time
Hold
for
on.
God to tell you how to play the game.
Let me get into my formal wear. You're having many problems with the formal wear. I can see it in your eye, whichever way you're looking.
There are also 2 shops here, but that's for after. So this is a banner hunt. There are 3 different types of banners that you're going to be looking for. You will get 5 minutes like you did for the Easter egg hunt for each banner type. So you either come back when the 5 minutes are up, which means you failed, or when you have 10 of that specific banner, which means you win. Each banner, if you get all 10 of them, is worth 5 quest points each, for a total of 15 altogether. Now the other players requested that I start the timer after they got out of the building, which I think is only fair, so I'll do the same thing for you. So, do you have any questions before I show you the first banner?
Oh, so the banners get viewed after, okay.
Yeah, I show you the banner, you go outside, I set a timer.
No, everything seems to be about right.
Okay. So this is the first banner. Take a good hard look at it, let me know when you're outside, come back with 10 before the 5 minutes is up. There are more than 10 out there.
Okay. And outside.
Okay. Alexa, set alarm for 5 minutes. And go.
I imagine that they're not going to be impossible to find.
No. There's also none on Panda's property, so that should help.
Are they
It's all in the city proper.
all outside of
City
buildings,
proper. Yeah, they're all outside of buildings, not any inside.
right? Alright, because I saw the one on the porch, just wanted to clarify. No one saw anything.
It's okay. I had to quickly, at the last minute, put a whole bunch on the ground because most of them were on, like, up high. And I'm like, he doesn't have an angel ring.
That is true.
Dun da da da! You got 10, didn't you?
Yes, I definitely have 10.
Well, hand him over. Let's see if he has 10. Yes, you got 10. Woo! So you won that round. Beautiful. Alexa, stop the timer. Alright. Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Take a good hard long look at it. And let me know when you're outside.
Call to the Lord. The sunlight is lit.
Alexa, set alarm for 5 minutes. Go.
Ooh, that's a random hole in the ground.
Be careful with random holes.
I need to double check that.
Alexa, cancel timer. Alright. Ding, 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 ding. Hand him over. And that's 10. Alright, last banner.
I wish we hadn't put so many on the ground. There's so many on the ground. Start it now. We both know that I'm gonna get this in less than 2 minutes.
Alexa, set alarm for 5 minutes.
Ah man, look at this convenient 5 immediately up 6, 7, 8 upon crossing the bridge. Yes. Oh, there's 9, 10. There's yeah.
No, it was harder when it was supposed to be like 3 players at once all trying to get them. So,
Yes.
since you were at a disadvantage for the other one, you guess you got an advantage for this one.
My advantage being landlocked.
Yes. Just think about me, who has to clean up all these banners after the fact.
Sounds like it's time for community service.
Are you cleaning up the banners with your extra time? Thank you. Oh my god.
'Twas to be expected. Hello.
Hey.
How much time we got?
Alexa, how long on the timer? 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Sounds like opportunity.
Oh. Boy. I'm gonna go back to standing on the food table. Oh, also all the food here is free, so if you want to take it off the item frames after the fact, you're more than welcome.
back. It's almost a minute and a half. Okay, I think I've got enough.
Okay, let's see him. Yep.
Oh, there it is.
Wait, no. Yeah, I was about to say, that's only 10. I mean, 9. There you go. Alright, ding, ding, ding. You have won. This is all the free food. If you want free food, give me a second, and I'm gonna give you your... Alexa, stop! There it goes.
Just within the timer. I win. Yeah.
Players add... Right, quest points... 15. Now you have 26. But there you go.
I need your thoughts and opinions.
What?
This banner shop. I think it needs more banners.
Oh God. You have fun with that. I'm gonna go break the high up banners. Or as many as I can find.
Perfect. Just the way it was intended to be.
Now that the Easter festivities are over, it's down to questing. This is Roland's quest book. He was given an opportunity to start some conversations in books with NPCs around the area. So that's what this entails. It's letting him know which ones need responses.
Alright, let's go through these quest book and tackle things in order. Ah yes, David's talk box is empty. I must go to the other talk box. Uh-oh, his bomb is gone. Something has happened. We need this book.
Okay, good. That's all cleaned up.
Alright. Probably only be fitting to read this in character. What is the voice of Roland? I believe something to this nature. Alright. Would you care to sit on these readings? Has taken off. Hey David, I found this quest book in a trash can somewhere. I don't know many people who are local, but I know to keep talking about someone named Adam. Think you could bring him to me? No, that's... God, I'm awful at reading this. Let's not do that. Cut this one out later. No. Sounds too forward for Roland, but you know, almost out of character. David gives you the stank eye. Are you feeling alright? He takes the book from you and thumbs through it. This is from the magic shopkeeper, and he dusts off the cover, filling the room with a temporary cloud of dust. It's old as hell. Even if it's still looking for the nearest portal junction, I wouldn't take you to Adam about it. His eyes light up, literally. Hey, I've got a good idea. Why don't you go make some new friends? He places his hands on his chin, looking perplexed. Let's see. Ashtown is devoid of magic folk since Panda ran that girl off. Torch Meadows has Penelope and Rita, he trails off thinking. And I think Beatrice is the only magic folk in Glacier? But no. That is the worst idea. He looks back at you, a grin on his face. In Torch Meadows, there's 2 magic folk you can ask about at that junction. Rita, who is the local witch, and Penelope. I think she does interior decorating now. She used to own a flower shop, but that's a long story. She lives in the bunker, and Rita is out by the netherrack portals. Go introduce yourself. He hits you gently on the back. Go get a tiger.
If anybody's confused about this, this is Roland speaking to David, the living scarecrow I told you about at the beginning of this. Roland found an old book from the magic shopkeeper asking about some sort of portal junction. He brought this book to David, and this is the conversation that they're having about it.
Right. I appreciate your words of wisdom. I figured best to respond to you now.
I gotta. Dorian's on his way home, so I gotta run.
Alright, have fun. I'll be here.
Alright. Okie dokie. Talk to you later.
Later. Alright, that should tackle the first book of many. Let's go through in order, though. It should be this one. Anybody would like to read through my responses? And on to his response. You don't need to pay me anything, Roland. Just try to do right by me, is all I ask. I own this place outright, and there's no utilities to worry about. Most of what I need is run on magic, and being a scarecrow, I don't require much. As far as work goes, I know there's job postings on the lecterns in the neighboring towns of Ash and Torch Meadows. There's the community centers. That might be a good place to start. Alright. And then I believe this is the last one. takes the tea and flowers from you and raises an eyebrow just ever so slightly. Thanks, man. I didn't expect this, but I guess I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. He lets out a chuckle. Alrighty. What else we got left in the quiz book to do? Alright, looks like we got work to do with Fern. And, oh no, not Grandma Silly. She will talk my ear off for hours. That is a spider that I think we need to find her something to sleep. Because a long chat and a ample number of stories does not seem to do the job. Well, set up Grandma Sully first, as Fern is way over yonder. As I had said to Grandma Sully, hey, I don't have time for stories right now, old timer, but I hope this is for you. I have this for you. You figure it could make up for me not staying for the story today. I had given her some tea. I'd found a good amount of it, gave out to a few characters. Now, her eyes that were lit with the sparkle of a much younger arachnid slowly begin to fade into disappointment. Her toothless smile soon follows suit. After a moment, she takes the steaming cup from you, staring into the black liquid as if she's looking for answers. But alas, the tea does not speak. Oh well, thank you, she says. She turns, placing the mug on the counter, and opens the fridge, pulling out some pies. At least take these for your travels. She holds out the pies to you, desperation and loneliness in her eyes. Stay safe. Well, mayhaps Grandma Sully does need some more compatriots. And that should finish up that one. Alright, well, we'll have to tell somebody about these pumpkin pies from Grandma Sully. And maybe we can bring back some friends. Who knows, maybe there's a gaggle of old ladies somewhere. Alright. Now I'm wondering, hold on. I am at the wrong place. wish it was back the other way. Alright. Way to go, me. That's 10 points for the idiot category. Now, if I do remember correctly, we should be. There we are. There's the money. What do we got to see here? Well, hello, Roland. I'm Fern. I run this magical animal farm. It's nice to meet you. I've seen you pass through from time to time, but you don't seem like the type for a job. Then again, there's always work to be done on a farm. Now, I feel like I need to approach this with a slight southern drawl. Let's try this again. I've seen you pass through from time to time, but you don't seem to like the type for a job. Then again, there's always work to be done on a farm. She pauses for a moment, thinking. Think you could clean up after the animals for me? I'll give you, say, 5 diamonds a cycle. What'd you say? Dig out all of the podzol from the animal pen and replace it with grass blocks in the chest. Seems like a fair and easy quest. Roland is one for quest giving and quest taking. But that is a lot of podzol. Alright. You know what they say? That only the present. Oh god, look at it. Oh no. The horror. It's so dated. For anyone curious about the nightmare in my closet over there, from a very long time ago, a YouTuber named Nims Toots had put out an iron golem farm intended for way back towards 1.12.2 and older. This server is very old as to when I first tried to construct an iron golem farm, but nowadays we have advanced things like colorful sand, grass, and rainbows. Oh, it's my favorite. I need my 1.12.2 back. I need comfortability. But for now, quest doing. Oh wait, no, 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 yeah. The second I try to come back here and fix it, everybody's back in the hole again. Alright. Now, I don't want to ever come back here. But we don't know. I'll be back here that next cycle. Because money. Alright. Should finish up that book. Character Roland, he's a little suave. Will flirt, probably fail, but you know, he'll try. It's like running a bard in almost any D&D game who has a charisma of negative. He's gonna try. He won't seduce the dragon, but he'll try. Alright, what else we got to do in the quest book here? Alright. Let's see what all Bobby has to say. Alright, Bobby, what you got for me? As you approach the house, you can hear a muffled, "Oh, a customer." You spot some movement through the windows and see Bobby quickly making his way through the house until there's a loud crash. Bobby's gone. Oh, he dead. After a moment, he stands back up, dusting himself off, and then makes his way quickly out to meet you. Okay, can I... Oh, it's Roland, right? He rubs the back of his head and chuckles lightly at your leaf joke. Leaf, I get it, because, anyway, you settling in? Looking to do some farming? Mayhaps. Alright, well, we are definitely trying to seem nicer, but character's entire backstory really does revolve around being a mercenary for hire. Didn't matter if the job was clean or dirty. many blood jobs would have been taken. So, will be an intimidating individual, but hopefully the kindness of his new traits will shine through. For anybody who's wondering, inspiration from this character, whose name is Roland Windenthorpe, does take heavy inspiration from a comic series known as Release That Witch. The story revolves around an engineer who passed on and reincarnated into an entirely different world that had ample amounts of magic. It is a fantastic story. I really recommend you go take a read. But I am trying to base my character similar to that of where the individual known as Roland was a mercenary whose backstory involves being a noble whose household got destroyed in the Great War of the Seed, destroyed many of the major known cities. There's tons of stories that go on and on throughout this world. Some of the builds aren't finished, so you can't go to the ruins quite yet, but one of my last player characters, known as Puppy, actually came from one of the major cities. He and his master were there the day of the storm. Puppy was a test subject in a lab. Everything went awry, and he climbed out of the wreck and ashes. Was found by the player group a decent amount of time after. His speech was pretty jarbled, but he learned to get along in society. Roland came from a different city, where nobility still held reins. He was a lesser noble group, or family, but ultimately still had power to lead all the same. My objectives for the character is to make sure that Roland will eventually be able to lead the town of Northtown, which is the town we are in currently. I'd like to see a prosperous advancement, and as part of the character piece goes, the reincarnator is me, myself. So my knowledge of Minecraft plus the backstory of Roland will combine together to make an interesting character, I believe. But who knows what it'll hold. I recommend sticking around to find out. Alright, now, back to quest book. What do we got? Alright, let's get to the blacksmith. Then after that, finish up in the magic shop. And thankfully, they're right next to each other. How's it going, Butch? That's my axe right there. Let's go. Apologies for constant notifications. Let's try to suppress that for you guys now. Alright. Now, for the moment, let's get back to things. No problem, Roland. How's the mercenary work doing for you? Good, I hope. He takes the axe to the grindstone and begins sharpening it. This thing is dull, sheesh. You've been cutting through bone or solid steel? How do we respond? I believe this should do it. Alright. Now that we got that down, let's head over with axe in tow to the magic shop. Actually, watching back, the delay isn't too bad. Alright, let's figure out which book is which. Alright, you know what? Let's just add some cartooniness to the reading on my side. Hey there, Carter. Seems like something happened to my trusty axe. I'm in need of enchantments again. Can you help me get it back to its legendary status? Yeah. Carter chuckles. You always losing those things. Let me guess, you broke it this time. He shakes his head and starts going through some bookshelves. What are you looking for? Man, the disappointment is real. I feel like my father, who is just disappointed in all of my life decisions, and my actions have just failed everything. This is a great time. Carter, you really know how to give it to me. Thank you. Does remind me, I'm gonna have to go check and see what the price tag was for sharpening the axe. So we'll have to go back and check. But I believe for the most part this should cover everything I need here. Yeah. So let's go back, take that care of. Ah yes, I am drowning in a door. fix up that problem. Now, there's no inconsistencies like Roland doesn't pay. Don't need any more negative karma. Alright, on to the main and final book. Ah, Roland, I'm glad I caught you. David was saying you were looking for work. I've noticed Ashtown and Torch Meadows just recently either built or upgraded their community centers. I kind of feel like we're getting left in the sand, so to speak. Was wondering if you were any good at building. I could provide you with any materials you may need. Just give me a list. If you'd be willing to build the community center, I could pay you, say, 50 diamond blocks. It's not like we have a local carpenter I can ask. Anyway, if you're interested, I'd like it to have a bulletin board area so that people can post requests or events, maybe job listings. The community kitchen would be nice for meetings. On that note, at least, one meeting room with tables and chairs, and a pavilion, a grand pavilion. All those other towns have one, and I'd like to be the best for events and the like holidays. So, what do you say? You up for the task? Am I up for the task? I wonder. I don't know. It seems like a pretty big piece. If I'm going to build a community center, I might want to have more jurisdiction in the town. But I don't know how he'll feel about that. That if you hadn't been reading along with me as I typed, you're gonna have a fun time with that. Let's make sure we separate these into some more appropriate placements. Just to make sure we didn't get that wrong. Nope, all set. We'll ask that you prioritize taking care of that bottom one first, and then getting to the main bulk at hand. Other than that, it appears that it is time for us to head all the way into Torch Meadows. Might be smart to bring some extra food along, though. Let's go ahead and take care of that issue. And for anybody who is traveling along for the first time, this back here, the back of Dave's house, is my room. So let's get some extra food from the kitchen. I'm thinking chicken's a good idea here. Drop off some of my extra goodies into one of the many dump chests. We'll put it in here for now. My stuff doing. Yeah. Well, that's not as super necessary now as there's a live recording of things, so as a mantle of things once passed, we're going to leave you right there. But it appears... oh, I need to empty my pockets out. Don't want to go off on an adventure with full pockets. And my backpack looks pretty good. So let's make a stop in at my workplace. And drop off a few things. And trust me, the chest monster only grows bigger. It never gets better. Don't ever expect it to. This is life in the big city. Never enough room for anything. Alright. I believe we're all set now. Just make sure I got my book of books, because we know we're going to need that. There it is. And for now, let's just load that into the backpack. I can deal with it later. You know what? I'm feeling like some water today. It's been some very thirsty times. Thank you, water fountain. Oh, wow. Yeah, there we go. back. Let's eat one last cheeseburger before we leave. Alright, start the journey. Now, since I've got some time in between getting there and being here, even if we do start this run, let's take a look at the chat. Ooh, gonna make me a thumbnail. Exciting. Because I don't know how any of that stuff works. I am horrible at everything. I'm proud of myself. You hear that, future me who's come back to look at this video for nostalgia's sake? It's awful right now. And it doesn't seem like it's gonna get better anytime soon. Good luck. You do not realize how far the towns are from each other until you're forced to run it. Everybody out here with these elytras and angel rings that let them fly across the skies. No, we walk. We are the strong individuals. Our legs work. Did not skip leg day. Now, I've been here a few times. I know this area pretty well, but this is Roland's first time to the area, so we will be making very frequent stops. He's going to want to inspect everything. But as to not make this episode incredibly long, we aren't going to stop and do every single thing while on this one episode. So, as for visiting things like the Farmers Guild, we will come back in a separate stream I will boot up later on. For right now, we are only going to focus on the quest, and once the quest is over, we will find a stopping point, probably at a hotel. So, for now, perhaps smarter to find that first. As we are in Forever Day, canonically do need to find somewhere to sleep. Really begs the question, though. Oh God, who sits in the heavens and watches me and stares through that camera attached to my face. Is there anywhere that I can sleep here? Kind of in need of a bed. As the last time I checked, the only one available was somewhere in Fenrirstead, which, at last I've checked, is not open to the public. It appears you may be preoccupied with other things, but that sun never setting, sleep will need to happen eventually. Okay, we will come back to this. It appears God has given me a revelation. Oh, praise to you, O great Sky Watcher. You observe me as I observe the chaos. We will be coming out here to Kevin's Masterful Tavern and Inn, a previous location owned back when this area was known as Puppy's Domain. Puppy being the previously played character who, let's not get into his naming conventions. But it seems like a room may be open, so let's go figure out about checking in. regards to how much a room would cost. Ooh, but we do have many things on tap. Based on prices, let's just go double check the rooms, see if there's a price tag on here. Let's see, there's the room 104. It looks like it's intended for couples. Room 103. Ooh, blue, my favorite color. We're gonna have to stay there. Is anything space-wise? Ah, there's the extra sleeping for the drunkards. Alright. Alright, now, due to conversion rates, it is common that 9 emeralds equals 1 diamond. So, based on the kind of numbers I'm seeing here, if we would just go off on an assumption that 15 emeralds for mead is a high amount, and a steak meal is also a good amount, we could say that something around 25 emeralds a night is where we're sitting at roughly. So if we cut the corners and offer him, I'd say 2 diamond blocks, I believe that would tackle my stay for a more than long enough amount of time. Though I'm sure he can give me some better numbers later on, as I imagine the conversion rates wouldn't be too hard for him. Now, as far as things go, let's just go make claim to the room for the moment. I believe that should work out correctly. It's a fair amount of space. Carpet will be nice. As would be simply appropriate, we'll put down the backpack. Don't need to carry this around everywhere we go. Alright. Yeah, that should work. Alright, everyone. Let's find a better angle for us. Yeah, I think that should work. Now, we got a lot done here. Figure that this is a good wrapping point. Could definitely come back in another episode here in a short bit after a good little break. Take the pup for a walk. Whole 9 yards. She's getting Nancy over there. But we talked to a good number of people, conquered all those in the quest book, started a fair bit amount of story, and made some big propositions. Hopefully we can find some gifts for everyone to help soothe the mood after we return. But Torch Meadows seems to be where we will be residing for at least a little while. Now, hopefully all of you got to enjoy this, and you observed something nice today. How about for a good outro now? Oh man, time to think. Alrighty everyone, this was The Observer. Hopefully today you witnessed something spectacular. Stay tuned and hopefully you'll see something also amazing.